Hey, today we have the much anticipated news. Everybody's been waiting about this one. The multi-thread support for the DCS world open beta. So I've noticed some different things on the settings, some new options. But first, if you want to take advantage of the options here for the multi-threading, you must run this file that is on your installation folder. I'm running the standalone version, as you can tell. It's right here, and Eagle Dynamics and DCS World Open Beta. And inside DCS World Open Beta, there's a folder called bin, where usually all the EXEs are. This is not the one you want to use. You want to go to bin empty, as in empty multi-threading. You want to open it up. You just go to your start menu and drop that into the start menu and start using that instead if you have open beta. You will not go back to the regular DCS exe file. Trust me. So today we got this. I got notified by How I Play Hip News, and I was surprised. I've been trying it for a couple of hours. I was very surprised how it looks. And for starters, you have some new settings to deal with. Namely, if you go to your settings here, to your system settings, I find running a few quick missions, that this is the best setting to have, like a steady around 60 and or above 60 frames per second. And textures high, terrain textures high, civilian traffic low. I never use a lot of civilian traffic for animation, because I don't do a lot of video editing on it or cinematic stuff anyway. Water high, visibility range on extreme, heat blur. I never had this on, and I usually used before the update. I used this on around high or ultra. The water, I usually like how the water looks on high, so I didn't. I had the water on high, but I didn't have the clouds on ultra. I usually ran standard or high because of the frame loss. The heat blur shadows high and the secondary shadows are on. We have a new setting here, which is the blur flat shadows. I would advise you to check this for yourself. For me, I'm running an Nvidia 370, and for me, this adds like a really bad effect of like the photo shoot. If you have the frames are still there, if you put the frame counter running in the back, you can see the frames are still there. But if you look around with your TrackIR, which is my case, it's just a horrible photo shoot. Like it's horrible. I would advise you to check it for yourself, because I'm never turning this on again unless somebody tells me it's okay to turn it on. Again, resolution. I'm running native 1440p. For now, just one screen, but I have a triple head setup, but I'm running one screen for now, and I use VR. So I usually change from custom 1 to custom 2 to change to the VR settings. So resolution of cockpits, 1024. MSAA, I tried off in 2, and I didn't notice a lot of dip. If you use 4, you see a little bit of a dip, but you'll see it in a second. Depth of field, I never use this, and I don't like it. I might as just keep it simple. Pardon the pun. Because bokeh has a lot of distant artifacts in the horizon line. I don't like that because of the depth of field effect. Does this like kind of a haze, and it fucks with your anti-aliasing. So I have it either off or on simple. Lens effects, turn it on, off, it doesn't make a lot of difference. I like the flare. You can put the dirt flare. I don't like the dirt. Motion blur. It's associated to the blur fat shadows, the blur flat shadows, and into the motion blur amount. Again, motion blur, no thank you. No thank you. For the snappiness, no thank you. It has like a really cool effect if you're standing still, and if you do like small, smooth movements. If you want to move left and right, it has a horrible effect. I don't like it. Maybe it's a problem on my hardware side because I'm running an 11 700K with 8 cores and 16 threads, and I'm running a 3070 and 32 gigs of RAM, running at 3600. But I don't know if this is my problem or my side or not, but I would advise you to try it on for yourself and just see the results you get and let us know about it in the forums. Clouds on Ultra. Again, I never ran this all on Ultra because of frame limitations, and it's running fine on Ultra now. SSAA, I tried the 2, 1.5. This is the settings I have on, and 1.5 is fine. SSLR, never run it before this update. Now I must have it on. SSAO, again, the ambient occlusion. It's not for me. Much like the what's this? The depth of field. Ambient occlusion does kind of a haze effect on some surfaces that I don't like, especially on either clouds and or how do I say it? Horizon lines. Depending on the weather you're playing. If you're playing with a lot of clouds, you're gonna notice a little more, in my opinion. I tried VSync on, and I was averaging just 60, 70, 80 with regular use. If I looked up or down, straight up or straight down, I would get 165 because that's what my monitor is limited to 165 hertz. But yeah, even with it on, you're gonna notice a little bit of breakup, especially if you're running on a cockpit that has this little arch just over your head. If you move around, you're gonna see it break up a little bit. You're doing the little ghosting on your screen, but it's way better than before. It's less noticeable with the multi-thread update. Full screen, I never use it. I use a lot of third-party apps. I never use it, so I just leave it on for now. And same reason for the cursor. So 16 default, no flat shit. I used to use flat, no flat shit. It runs fine. Cockpit, yeah. We know what this is. We know what this says. External field of view 90. What didn't I have? I didn't have force visibility to 100 or clutter grass to the max, and now it runs fine, surprisingly. So I guess the CPU was doing a lot of back end like work, taking like a good part of the effort that was put on just a single thread and just the GPU. And now the GPU works more, can breathe a little better, and the tasks are spread through the other cores. So far, this is like open beta. It's really early to do this kind of stuff, to see like a gain performance with just a single computer. But as time goes by, I'm sure we're gonna get one of the big YouTuber community dudes to post some good shit for us, and we'll go from there. We'll start experimenting. But for now, I'll just keep it as it is. I'm running Reshade, of course, and I'm running a few mods, namely cockpit, clean cockpit. I'm running the HUD mods for clarity. I'm running the this mod, the scratchpad mod. I'm running the Super Bog mod for the Super Hornet F-18, E, G, F, and all that good stuff. Second time loading the mission after launch. Let's see how faster it is. Spawning objects like that, full tasks, it should be like around 5 to 10 seconds. And then the reload is, we get there a lot faster. That's just considerably faster. Blue Coalition, so you see the frames change a little bit. Not so much, but they did. Yeah, it still dips down. Let's start. Let's see see if the see if the frames stay up. Okay, 60. Yeah. Without VSync, I can't tell you why, but the tearing is not worse. It is not worse. Outside perspective, you see the frames dip around the carrier. You can see that it's smooth, but it dips to 30 because of this this tower has a whole lot of issues. At least on the Theodore Roosevelt, which what I'm using, by the way. Yeah. You see a lot of ghosting with the blur there. Shadows are good. Looks good, man. But anyway, let's take off and see if we notice any difference. Let's use a little bit of voice to tech. Request taxi to runway.
047. Request taxi to runway.
Let's see if my guy starts walking.
Rolling.
There he goes. Voice is working. I'm not gonna do a whole mission. I'm just gonna do a few things here and yeah, that. Take off, maybe fly over the clouds, under the clouds, close to the ground, and see if I can notice any performance impacting differences. And I'm pretty good to go. So ask the chief to remove the wheel chocks. Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Looking down the carrier, it's over 60.
Now removed.
Looking onto the tower, it's still 60, but it dips a little bit. All right. Wheel chocks are off. Spread our wings. Pardon me.
Rolling.
I know. Brakes on. The wings are secured. Let's put our hook down. Off he goes. Nice blur. Okay, the blur, you know what I mean? Walk it in. See how smooth that trap is falling back into position. Alright, hook up. Hook up. Launch bar. Alright. Power and hydraulics. Let's put a man up in here. I forgot something. Real quick. Before I forget. Save, return. Essay page. RWR on. Just to be safe. I always forget this shit. And, yeah. Let's get up in there. Can use voice attack to do a voice command for the salute. Salute. There they go. Checking everyone. We're off. Whee! Gear up. Thumbs up. Join. Where's my guy? So frames are good, around 80 off the carrier. Everything on max, and I was getting like around 40, 50, sometimes 60 before all this, with like medium high settings. My guy to catch up. Here it comes. We're going straight east towards the mainland. Arco. Approaching for refuel.
Arco 1111511. Request rejoin.
See if he answers. Yeah, there he goes.
Arco 11. Proceed to pre-contact at 22,000 at 210.
It's so snappy. It's unbelievable. Especially with all the view distance on max. Oh, by the way, did I mention I'm using Reshade with these filters? Oh. Settings. I forget. Click. Overlay key. Effect toggle key. So, as you can tell, bland, contrast. And if I add a few more pep to my step, I can go HD, like it's the fake HDR, and the LumaSharp, but the LumaSharp introduces a little, and the AGR itself introduces a little more grain. But, so you can see, HDR, the fake HDR is a little too much, if you ask me. That's why I had it off. Yeah. I lose around, well, 10 frames. But it's worth it, in my opinion. And I'll do a few flybys so you can see the Frames definitely dip. Thank you to Hip Games to notify me about that. If you haven't checked Hip Games content yet, you should go to YouTube and type in Hip Games. It's usually the clappiest, happiest, fastest news YouTube video creators to drop news on DCS stuff. So go check it out. But look at that, man. Looking the distance like in full zoom and getting like over 60 with everything on max and ridiculous view distance, it's absolutely a must for a game like for a sim like DCS. Especially for BVR engagements, it's just mwah, the best. All right. Let's move to intercept. See here. Approach on the right side. Ready pre-contact?
Ready, pre-contact.
Cleared contact.
Flight. Get to tanker.
Flight. Get the tanker. Copy.
Here he goes. Alright, let's get the basket. Frames are beautiful right now. Doing a refuel with these frames, you have no idea what I went through back in the day when I started DCS. It was painful. Let's breathe a little bit here. Do like stabilization. Do side approach on this.
Contact.
Contact.
You're taking fuel.
Stuck it right in there. My guy's already refueling as well. I usually like to put the pod right where it is. Just right above my 10 degrees bracket. So I can just, even if I disconnect, I'm close. Just go right back in. Close and balanced, and yeah. Refueling like this is like easy peasy. Hope I don't jinx myself though. Alright, there you go. Right in there, right in there. Beautiful.
You're taking fuel.
Beautiful. I don't know why the basket is shaking so bad right now, but hey. It's windy up here. It's shaking a little bit. I wish it would twist and turn and adjust, and I wish you'd see like some fuel or out like in IRL. That will make for such a cool effect. And a little bit of water spray should be easy to implement because, oh shit, this dude is pulling a turn here. Oh shit, gonna disco, gonna disco, gonna disco. Oh shit. Oh shit. I hate when he starts to turn with no warning. Fuck you, right? much fuel? I have 12. 1,000 more. I'll pull in 1,000 more. How about like a heads up warning? You're gonna make a turn here and you're gonna get fucked. So hold on. No. Just crank that stick. I hate intern refuelings. I just absolutely hate them. You have to trim the airplane. You have to do a whole lot of BS. You get like stabilized. It's horrible. It's just bad. Bad business. I'm not a real pilot, but I'm pretty sure this is the worst nightmare. Like being low on fuel and having turbulence and having a guy just constantly adjust the direction of the flight. It's gotta be horrible. I'm gonna do with brute force probably. I'm gonna brute force it. Come on, get in there, get in there. There you go. Let's keep it in a turn on the 10 bracket. So should be getting a disconnect.
Transfer complete.
There you go.
Disconnect.
Alright. We are done. So I'll drop view. I'm gonna pickle one. No. I'm gonna leave the one in and trim the aircraft. There's safety off. Here comes the ball. Slow my speed. Below 350. Here comes. Off it goes. And boom. There we go.
151. Target destroyed. Enemy down.
Script kicks in. Enemy down.
151. No further tasking available. Good job. You made your part.
They're sending me away, so we're gonna switch to the other target and weapon designate. Here we go. In seconds, here comes the ball. Whew. Off it goes. Pickle. Let's go below the clouds, see if we can actually see it. Oh, the camera is warped. And boom.
1511. Target destroyed.
Now we're getting the fuck out of here.
1511. This is pointer 11. Taxi on to advise and ready for 9.
Altitude.
Ooh, they don't like us. Alright. Let's do like a quick arm. This, and this, and that. Release everything. We are free once again. Let's go home. Just hurrying up. just to try and see his landing here. All right, good. Let's get off a little bit. Doing good. Slow. I got this baby trimmed down. Deck looks good. Should have checked it before. And he's turning it. A bit of turbulence there. Off we go. Move to around 2.5, 3K or 3 miles. I'll cut in now. Wire 3. We go. Oh, pep. Oh, pep. Ready to call the ball here. Good.
017. Hornet ball. 5.5.
Roger ball.
We are good. We're very good. Ooh, yeah. Rewire. That's a win. All right. I hope you liked the video, and make sure to drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you want. And I'll try to keep the channel up to date and keep the videos coming as often as I can. So I recently got a new internet connection that allows me to do so. So stick around, and I'll try to keep it fresh. I'll see you around.